This is a Duckie hat presentation. Be sure to click on the like and the subscribe buttons.
Sapphire, Galatians 5:1 King James Version states, "Stand fast therefore in the liberty wherewith Christ hath made us free. And be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage."
Pastor, why did you quote Galatians 5:1? And why is that screen behind us?
I quoted Galatians 5:1 to show that once a person is saved, that is, he or she has accepted Christ as their Savior, the saved born-again person is set free from the yoke of bondage. Liberty and freedom now belong to the person that has accepted Christ as their Savior. The screen behind us will show a presentation of myself, introducing a poem that expresses how our freedom came about in the United States, via our founding fathers. A freedom based on the Lord, our God. A freedom that I expressed in Galatians 5:1. Felicia Watch the video. An English
Okay,
poet,
Pastor,
born
now
in
shush.
Liverpool, England, in 1793. The fifth of 7 children, she was distinguished for her beauty. She was only 7 when her father's business failed. Her family then moved to Gurrick, near Abergele, Denbighshire, in Wales. There, Felicia D. Hemans lived by the sea, surroundings she recalled in her first volume of poems. At 15 years of age, poems of Felicia would be published. Felicia died in 1835 A.D.
The breaking waves dashed high on a stern and rock-bound coast, and the woods against a stormy sky, their giant branches tossed, and the heavy night hung dark, the hills and waters o'er, when a band of exiles moored their bark on the wild New England shore. Not as the conqueror comes, they, the true-hearted, came, not with the roll of the stirring drums and the trumpet that sings fame, not as the flying come, in silence and in fear. They shook the depths of the desert gloom with their hymns and lofty cheer. Amidst the storm they sang, and the stars heard, and the sea, and the sounding aisles of the dim woods rang, to the anthem of the free. The ocean eagle soared from his nest by the white waves' foam, and the rocking pines of the forest roared. This was their welcome home. They were men with hoary hair amidst that pilgrim band. Why had they come to wither there, away from their childhood's land? There was woman's fearless eye, lit by her deep love's truth. There was manhood's brow serenely high, and the fiery heart of youth. What sought they thus afar? Bright jewels of the mine? The wealth of seas, the spoils of war? They sought a faith's pure shrine. Call it holy ground, the soil where first they brought. They have left unstained what there they found, freedom to worship God.
Great poem. Pastor, I enjoyed that. What was the name of the poem she was reciting? And what did you say her name was?
Sapphire. The poem, "The Landing of the Pilgrim Fathers," was by Felicia Hemans.
Pastor, I can see that our teaching today is about liberty and freedom. We must stand for our liberty and freedom, the freedom that God has given us. Freedom and liberty that we see in the poem by Felicia, and your quote from the Bible, Galatians chapter 5 verse 1. Our vote is how we assure our freedom. We must vote. Voting helps us to stand for our liberty. Stand, vote.
You're right, Sapphire. We must vote. As we learned in our previous Duckie hat video on healing, we the people are the head of the government in the USA. We also noted that when it states in the Bible to submit yourself to those in authority, that means in the USA to submit yourself to we the people. We the people are responsible for who we elect. Therefore it incumbent on every US citizen to vote.
Pastor, Look, there's 2 more Duckie hat videos coming up on the screen. Time to click on those.